because you on, you need to make sure that we on. It's a lot. Being a financial provider, being like the mama of the family, it's big shoes to fill.
I gotta be the best me for my baby. Period.
Putting up boundaries is easier said than done because it's like I didn't grow up with my siblings, and I always wanted that relationship with my brothers and sisters. I always felt like the outcast. And I feel like putting up boundaries for my family will make things go back like they used to be, where it's them and me. But it's just so much dysfunction in trying to make that happen. And it's like, I'm running out of gas.
Wow. Today's episode was filled with a lot of things that I love. And I'm enjoying the show so much. I'm happy that I got introduced to it actually. But before we go ahead and talk about this episode, welcome guys to our channel once again. If you're not subscribed, remember the subscription button down below to subscribe, like and comment on our videos, guys. The more you like, the more YouTube recommends our videos. So today, we're going to be talking about episode 3. And the first thing we're going to be talking about is this fight that happened, the continuation of the fight, because that was when it ended last week's episode. So the continuation of the fight. I literally didn't expect the fight to get to this extent, like people walking out. I thought maybe they would walk out, then come back in. But I was surprised it was a walkout. Toya literally entered her car and literally left. Was
Yeah,
something else.
yeah. I think Reginae did the best thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nobody wants handcuffs put on them. They're not diamond bracelets, you know. So, yeah. In that case, you know, knowing how angry and how passionate that Reginae is about her aunt, uh, you know, and feeling like somebody is there as an opportunist. I probably would have did the same thing. I probably would have just went on and left, especially if that person is going to be there staying at the party. I would have left, you know. So kudos to Reginae. You know, she did the right thing as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. But I felt like this was something that Betty needed, because I felt like as much as we will talk about the quarrels happening, the fighting, it was supposed to be in that kind of place. I also feel like it was needed because eventually Mel was able to tell Betty straightforward, okay, yeah, fell in love with me, but the fact remains I still like men and I just feel attraction to you. Like, I feel like that was what she needed to hear. That word was the word she needed to hear for her to understand that, you know what, you're wasting your time in this relationship. You're not getting the value. Like, you're not getting enough value for the love. You are loving more than she does, and you are going to end up being hurt. So as much as I would say that was bad for them fighting, I would still say I literally like that it happened, because now she saw Mel, her ex, for who she is and what she feels about her, instead of the gaslighting she has been gaslighting her, for being sent.
Yeah, I totally agree. Mel was not the right person for her. Mel didn't have that interest in her. You know,
Yeah,
I didn't understand when they went on 2 separate vacations with 2 separate dudes, you know, and Beedy took her and her dude to the airport. I just didn't understand that part. You know, Beedy needs to
yeah,
learn her worth, you know, and know that she is going to find love. You can't rush love. You can't, you know, you just can't rush love. You have to be sure
exactly.
about it, you know. And 9 months is not enough time to be sure, you know, because
Exactly. 9 months. Yeah.
yeah, like Toya said about Armon, that's a representative. That's when you're in the newlywed stage. That's when you see the representative. After that, the real person comes, you know? So,
Starts coming out.
Yeah. So I'm glad it happened as well. You know.
Yeah, so that was one thing I was glad for, because I felt bad that she was hearing those words coming from Mel, but I felt that the lady is a little bit kinda sounding like a douche, but at least she was able to hear it. And I feel like now she'll be able to get it to a thick score that, yeah, I think I should back up and close up this chapter of my life finally
Hmm.
and move on. That was the only thing I think that was the great takeaway from that party, from that disaster of a party. But did you listen? Talking about the party, that guy with his singing, man, he needs to
Um.
really quit the music industry.
Yeah. Casey, I did not like the performance. I didn't like the song. I was just like, okay, this sounds like a bunch of noise and a bunch of uh beats. It's almost like karaoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Karaoke in your backyard. You know what I'm saying? Karaoke in your garage. I didn't like it. He needs more practice. More practice.
No,
Because
no,
it's
no.
not.
I
Go ahead.
yeah, go on.
No, I was just gonna say, it's more like a hobby instead of a craft or something that's going to involve into you making LPs and doing concerts. It doesn't seem like it's going there. He
No,
needs
he's
a
not. He's not gonna
lot
go
more
that far.
practice. Yeah.
He's
And
not
Little
gonna
Wayne
go
don't want.
that far at
Yeah, Little Wayne
all.
don't want to hear that. Lil Wayne,
I don't even want to hear that. Me that I don't have music knowledge. I'm not musically educated. Again, I don't want to hear it. Talk more of someone that has been in the music game, in the rap game for so many years, and one of the best rappers we have. That's the person that would want to listen to that trash. I think he should just he should stick to singing for his family. That's all.
exactly.
At least family will always support you no matter what. They always want to hype you up. So I think that if you just stick with that, they will always give him that hype that he needs, that hype that he's so much in love with. So I just feel like let him stick with his family and stop boring our ears. I don't think I want to hear any more of his music again on the show. We've heard it the last episode. It didn't do anything. It was not interesting. Now this episode, I even appreciated that in this episode they literally cut it shorter than the way they played it in the last week's episode. So
Hmm.
they knew it was a nuisance. So at least it was a nuisance.
Yeah.
But um, talking about everything that happened at the party, the person I literally feel more bad for is Reginae herself, Nay herself, because she's taking a lot of responsibilities. Trying to bring the family together, trying to make them be together, trying to make them know that she doesn't want divide. And I like her. It's not a lot of siblings that would care about how their siblings are doing. A lot of siblings will just be like, you know what, you don't want to like get out. Just anything you want to do with your life, do with your life. But she's trying to make sure that every person in her family, at least you are able to fend for yourself. At least you're able to care for yourself. That is the best thing I know. As in, I like her character, but I feel sometimes it can be draining, especially now in this particular scene where she was tearing up, crying about the fact that it's becoming draining. And in the clips I played earlier, where she was like she has to play the mother in the household. Being a mother is not easy in any way. Then at this as young as you are, you are being a mother to almost like even you are even a mother to your own mother. You get. So I don't know. I feel like it's getting towards her, and I feel like sometimes you should just take or think for yourself and let the other people, you know, find their way. You can't do everything. Everybody will not be successful. Everybody will
Right.
not be great. There will still be one person that will be out of equation. I feel like she should, the way she was tearing up, I could feel like the stress is getting to her. I feel like she should literally take a break for herself, like her friend said.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand Toya, coming from a family that didn't have anything.
Uh-huh.
When we were growing up, we were poor and we didn't know it. Um, I mean, I can remember a time where my mom was able to buy one doll for like five different girls and one toy truck for five boys. You know what I'm saying? And that was the only toy we
Mm-hmm.
had. We had to share a doll, and the boys had to share a truck. You know, I mean, we used to have to go to the churches to get fed, the YMCA before breakfast for breakfast on our way to school. We didn't know that we were poor. We didn't know we didn't have food at home. You know what I'm saying? We were
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah.
happy little kids. So I can understand the weight that Toya carries about her family, because I kind of carry that same weight. I'm one of the younger children, but I carry the same weight because the way we were always raised to reach back and pull a family member who's not doing as well as you. You pull them up with you. You don't leave them back there behind, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then another thing, and I understand where she says she doesn't feel appreciated because at times, in my family life, I don't feel like I'm appreciated. And so it kind of makes you like a little resentful, but then, deep down inside, you got to keep helping. And it becomes really stressful. I mean, like sleepless nights, days you don't eat,
Mm.
always
Yeah.
thinking about how's this person doing? What can I do to help this person? And you're
Mm.
not even taking care of yourself in that whole scenario. So I feel bad for her because I've been there. I'm there still, you know. So I know
Yeah.
exactly how she's feeling, you know, and she's the problem solver of the family. She's there to help financially, emotionally, uh, any way that she can, you know. And it's more like her mom is a dependent instead of a mom. Her mom must have checked out being a mom a while ago, you know, and she just never got that. Hey, I'm the mom of this family back. She's more like, hey, I'm here, I'm with you guys, and hey, whatever you do is whatever you're gonna do. You know, with me, I'm more of a stricter mom. With my girls, I'm more of a stricter mom, and I give them the guidance. They come to me um, for like really important decisions. They come to me and they run it by me. I'm not going to make the decision for you, but I'm here to give you advice, because I've lived my life. I've been in a lot of those predicaments that they're now going through, you know, and all I can do is give my advice from my standpoints of being here for 61 years.
Mm.
you know so I understand Toya's position. I do. I feel bad for her.
But now that it's like she's feeling a little bit stressed, she's feeling a little bit gassed out. I feel like she should take, because if one thing about life is that if you keep on taking care of a lot of people and forgetting about taking care of yourself, something's
Mhm.
gonna happen to you and you will not be able to even take care of the people you want to take care of.
Yeah,
So as much as you are taking care of those people you say you love, you have to also put in this thing your own care, your own mental health, everything in check so that you are not going to break down. Because if you break down, the help you are rendering to those people you say you love, it would automatically stop because you don't have the capability to do that again. So me, I'm coming from the standpoint that as much as she's trying to take care of them, mentally it is breaking her down. I feel
right,
like, I'm not saying don't help your family, don't stop. No. Of course you help your family. Family is the only ones that will have your back in life. You get.
true,
I'm just saying that she should remember to always take care of yourself, because sometimes it can become overwhelming that you forget. So I'm just saying that she should always remember to take care of herself so as not to lose herself and find
Mhm.
herself in the position where she is not able to even take care of those ones that she holds dearly to her heart.
Hmm. I totally agree. But Toya has a lot of things going for herself besides the family. She's trying to run a business with her husband, the gym, and then she was mentioning that she has the rainbow boxes. You know, so she
Yeah,
has she has her
she
hands full.
she has things for herself. She's accomplished, but you're accomplished, you have everything, you still need rest, you still need your mental health, like you still need to relax. It's not about having your businesses going forward. Business can
Yeah,
go forward. I've seen people that their businesses were booming and they were living in the as in they were living in the peak of when people say, oh, this one has made it, they have. But at the end of the day, they were not able to survive because they were not taking care of themselves,
right.
their own
And-
self, because they
yeah,
believe that okay, I'm wealthy. See, I have money. Money is not everything actually. At the end of the
that's
day,
true. That's
you
true.
you could have all the money in the world. You can be the best entrepreneur. You can have the billions. Billionaires die. We've seen it happen.
Hmm. Yeah,
Billionaires die. They leave their wealth. The,
yeah,
the, the
and
hard work they've worked on. So I just feel like take care of yourself. She should always remember that she herself is also a human. As much as she always wants to remember her siblings and everybody in her family, she should also remember that she herself, she's flesh and blood. She's not immortal.
yeah, very true. But most importantly, she has to take care of Rain. Rain is only 5 years old.
Yeah,
And Rain is
that's
definitely
part of the
gonna need her.
that's that's part of it. If she's not strong enough, if she's not healthy enough, or she doesn't take care of herself to be able to also take care of Rain, that's bad.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah,
nobody's gonna take care of Rain more than she would do.
that's right.
Nobody can take care of your property more than you yourself.
That's
I
right.
can come in here and misuse your property because it's not mine. I didn't work hard for it. I didn't
Hmm.
know the labor, the stress, the everything you had to put into to make that a possibility. So I might just come in there and misuse it and mismatch it. But you yourself there, you know how long you've worked at, you know how many years it took you, you know how the sweat, your stress, everything, the blood you shed to get to where you are. You will literally cherish it and know how to keep it safe.
Hmm.
But
Exactly.
another person will not be able to take care of that for you.
Yeah, because Rain is gonna need her.
Well, I just hope that she's able to do that for herself. Then coming to talking about family also, it's coming to Reginae and Ben meeting up. I did like this meeting between the both of them because it kind of cleared a lot of things. And I just hope at the end of the day that Betty is trying to be open enough. So people are like that where they don't open enough. I think I'm also like that, where
Hmm.
I'm that kind of person. I don't tend to tell people a lot of things that are happening in my life. People that I call my friends. I don't tell to say, okay, I have this thing going on. I have this thing going on. It's like I don't want to say, but I don't know. I guess I'm just secretive to myself.
Right.
Sometimes they have to force it out of me. So I understand Betty's situation that she's not the kind of person that comes out, always want to show emotions, always wants to be, I understand that part. Well, I'm happy that she's trying to be like, you know what? I think I have to get to a stage where I need to start opening up and telling people about how I feel. And I really hope that, now she's going to be moving into the house very soon. I
Hmm.
literally do hope that things are going to work out for them and, there'll be no beef and they'll have that sisterly bond.
Yeah, I also enjoyed. the little meeting at the park that they had, having a 10-year difference from a sibling.
Yeah.
I'm 10 years younger than my oldest sibling, you know. So I understand the age gap,
I also
and
felt that way too. Yeah.
yeah, and so um with Beedy, yeah, she's more like an introvert. She kind of goes along with the flow of everything. She really
Mm-hmm.
does don't speak up for herself, you know. And I understand where she says she feels like she's an outsider, because, you know, Toya, she's grown, she's married, she has kids, she's raised kids, you know, and where it seems like Beatty is just like in her mid 20s, you know what I'm saying? Just really getting her feet wet with the game of life, where Toya has been through it, you know. So, yeah, there's a, a big age difference, you know, and it would be nice to see them to be able to get along and create a sister relationship, because that's important to have, I mean, nobody's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
have
very
your back.
important to have.
Yeah, nobody's gonna have your back like your sister. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
It's the next best thing to a mom, you know. So yeah, as siblings, you would hope that you grow up tight knitted, where you don't let outsiders come in and contradict how you're able to be around each other and be loving to each other and uh, supportive towards each other's goals and stuff. Because sometimes you can have an outsider to come in and just wreak all kind of havoc in the family. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's good that they're trying to get that understanding that, like, hey, we need to work on ourselves, and we're not going to let outsiders come in like this anymore, because it's just too much chaos when we're trying to work on ourselves.
Yeah, trying to work on ourselves as family, then bringing in another party outside. It's not
Yeah,
exactly
exactly. So I enjoyed that talk, and I'm hoping that it goes somewhere.
exactly. I feel the same way. I feel like I hope it goes perfectly for the both of them. I do
Mhm.
because I want them to work on everything. Well, concerning this Betty's case with her ex, this place where Regina was with her friends, sorry, Toya was with her friends and talking to
Mhm.
them. I kind of felt somehow that they are friends, younger than Betty, but they were talking about Betty. I I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't find that, like, I felt like it was not a topic for Toya to start talking about with her friends, not Betty's friends. If they were mutual friends with probably her and Betty, I would understand. But just her own friend, I felt like that for me did not actually make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly how close these friends are to Toya and Beatty. I don't know how close they are, or even if they were at the actual party, you know. I don't know, but it's I'm kind of like on the fence when it comes to that. You know, um, I don't like talking about somebody not unless they're right there. Because simply because things get screwed up. It's like playing telephone. You say one thing, and then the next thing you know, somebody else is putting other words in there, taking out your words, and by the time it gets to the last person, it's just totally different. you know so yeah, I'm on the fence when it comes to that. I don't like talking about people, not unless they're right there to hear the conversation and to join in the
Exactly.
conversation.
That was how I felt. Like, I'm not saying that she cannot talk about it. Toya can talk about it because that's family. We can talk
Right.
about it. But
Mhm.
talking about it with outsiders, friends, especially friends of yours, not
Mhm.
friends of the both of you, like mutual friends between her and Betty. I will understand. Okay, yeah, this is a friend. She's a friend of Toya, and Toya, she's also a friend of Betty. So I will understand. But they are not friends with Betty. And you are literally sitting down, sipping, discussing, judging, giving your opinions over it. Ah, that didn't really, I didn't like that that was happening over there at all.
Right.
I didn't. But there was something that literally like kind of pissed me off in this episode, and that's when it came to um Jashae. Listen to her story. Her father dying, and she and Toya was the one in charge of her. You know,
Mhm.
her mother not being in her life. But that was another thing that kind of set me off first before we talk about her mom. The fact that she didn't go to prom.
Right.
That kind of, because I know, when is prom, kids will always want to go to prom. So I felt like she didn't go to prom and Toya didn't know about it. Like, are they really that close for her not to have known? Because the way they are talking here, they feel like the pictures they've taken together, they feel like they are close. But you're close with someone and you literally didn't know that the person did not go to prom.
Right.
That kind of sets alarms in my head. Like, I know, yes, Toya has her things. I understand that you have your things going on, but at least you should have had an idea that she didn't go. Even her daughter Rain knew that she didn't go to prom. And her daughter even knows that she has a boyfriend. They broke up, probably because of the breaking up with the boyfriend that made her not go to prom.
Right. Well, Rain, it seems like Rain knows all the tea in the house, girl, because
And
she
she
keeps
can
her
talk.
little ear. Yeah, she keeps her little ear down to the ground. She sees everything like most little kids do. They know everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
they eavesdrop a lot. you know. But yeah, it was just sad to watch Jashae.
It's
It was
shame.
hard. Jashae. It was hard to watch her, because I felt her pain. When doesn't feel like her mom is happy for any of her accomplishments. And she hasn't been there to share in any of it. You know, and so that was really kind of hard to see. And she's such a beautiful little young lady. I mean, she's just smiled through it all, even though you could
Mm-hmm.
see that her heart was just breaking. She just kept that smile on her face. So I don't know. I hope by the time they get to the graduation, somehow that the mom can come to surprise her. That would be nice. Because every young lady needs their mom. You know.
Hmm. What? As in, the mom was pissing me off because you could see that she was literally happy when she was like telling Toya that her mom was amongst the list of people that were
Hmm.
invited to her graduating party. Then for them
Right.
to talk to their grandma and she was like, "Oh, your mom cannot make it." I experienced disappointment. I felt bad for her, and I felt like the only thing that made this young lady not cry was probably she didn't want to cry in front of the cameras
Yeah.
because you could see the teardrop
Yeah.
close to her. The tears were there, but she was hanging in. She was hanging in, and I was like, "Wow, this is so bad." And it now made me remember when she was like she didn't tell them that she didn't want to go to prom and all those things. And I realized that sometimes if you're staying with people that are not your family, sometimes you might be they might not have said it to you, or they might not have treated you like that, but on a norm you start feeling like, am I a burden to these people?
Hmm.
I don't want to push too much responsibility. I don't want to, tell them a lot of things that's happening with me. I don't want to be too open before they be it to be as if I'm putting a lot on them. I'm causing them more trouble. They're already taking care of me. You know, they are loving me up, they are paying my bills. So let me not put much pressure on them. I feel like that might be second reason I thought about after this scene happened. Like probably that was the reason why she's not really open with them, because I would do the same thing.
Hmm.
I would literally do the same thing because um it's like it's not even like I did the same thing. You'll be scared like this person is already helping me enough. Should I actually open up about how I'm feeling, what is going on? Like a lot.
Yeah, that was hard to see, and uh, I don't know. She's already lost her dad, and it's like for her
Yeah.
not to have her mom around, and just have her auntie and her uncle and her little cousin. I'm pretty sure that's hard for her, and to find out that your mom isn't going to come on national television, you know. And I just hope, it works out and her mom shows up. That would just kind of,
Even if the mom doesn't want to show on TV, you can tell the producers and they will blow you out. In short, you will not appear there, but you
yeah,
are there.
yeah,
That's happened so
exactly.
many times where we see a different thing, like Drew and Sheree's party. In the show we saw that Drew didn't enter into the house, but when pictures came in, pictures showed that Drew was in the house. So
Yeah,
even if
it
she
took the
doesn't want to
picture.
appear on TV, they can
Exactly.
literally perform wonders that she's there, but she's as far as we are concerned, she's not there.
Hmm. Right.
I did feel bad for her so much. Like I did feel bad for her. It was very evident that she wasn't enjoying what was being told to her. But I hope that let's just wait. I don't want to judge yet. Let's wait till the graduating period. Let's see whether literally there will be a change there.
Right.
Ah, this conversation. It, I commend Toya for this conversation because before she started, she apologized.
Hmm.
Although the apology was not really for me, I felt like the apology was not needed. But I also feel like she understood that at that moment she puts Betty in an impossible situation, and so she felt like okay, I needed to apologize. So I was happy that she did that.
Hmm. Yeah, that was very
I was,
mature of her to apologize to her auntie, because I guess she
yeah,
kind of put herself in her aunt's place and didn't want her to think that, hey, we're not jumping all over you. It's just our love for you. You know, we want more for you because of our love for you.
yeah, and and the fact that they've talked it out. I'm happy that Betty is actually also coming out to talk about these things with her family, like coming out talking about it with. She has talked about it with Nay. Now she's here with Toya talking about it. And two of them are going through the same thing. She's going through the same thing with Armon. And she's also going through, she has gone through the breakthrough with the breakup with Mel. So I feel like they could connect. But do you
Hmm.
think when it comes to the business side, after the apology and everything, when they were talking about business, do you think Latoya has the time to invest herself into the business that their joint venture?
Uh, it doesn't seem like she's gonna have that time to put into it. You know, I kind of caught something that Reginae was saying about the Tom Girl clothing line.
Yeah.
She kind of said something when she was talking about when she was doing her little private interview, like
Yeah, she
something
said that
about
she's just going to clear out the inventory they already have. After that, that's the only thing she's do. She's not coming back into the business.
yeah, so. it doesn't seem like Reginae has really like a whole lot of time for it either, because she's trying to get her own thing kicked off, because she's doing a
I
lot,
literally hope
that
it's not going to
I
cause another
fit,
divide.
yeah, that I fit in clothing line, and she's on her second movie, so she's pretty busy.
I literally hope it doesn't cause another issue between them because this kind of issues, this kind of things usually cause issues. I do hope. Well,
Yeah, I hope it doesn't cause an issue between the two of them, because Beedy needs more of Reginae's assistant to help her get her company off the ground. Well, actually, it's their joint company, you know. But like I said, I think Reginae, she has her hands full right now. Her plate is full. You know.
yeah,
So I just hope that it doesn't create a drift between the two of them, in their relationship.
that's the same thing I'm scared of because when it comes to business, mixing business with family, the worst kind of thing I don't like. Sometimes when you mix, I really just hope, truthfully, I do hope, yeah, that it goes better.
Yeah, me too.
I
Yeah,
do
I
hope it goes
definitely
better
do.
because I literally, I don't want to actually, cry, fight, and everything. I love the pace that is going. I do love the pace that is going. Well, I don't know. I'm just waiting for next week to see how it's gonna play out, especially for Aman and Latuya. I want to see how the relationship will play out. I want to see how they are by themselves before I would judge them on their relationship. Because for now, I'm still keeping quiet about what is happening in the relationship, why they are breaking up, why they're not breaking up. I'm still holding on that. Probably from next week we'll get enough info or know whether they are going to come back together.
Right. I mean, but I think she's also thinking about, you know, um, what her mom, the lessons that her mom has taught her over the years. And, because Regine also said that right now she's just kind of needing space because she kind of needs to think, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and, yeah, some relationships, they do go through their little honeymoon stage, and then once that honeymoon stage is over, it's back to business. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's hard to look at it like that. Like, you think, oh, that person doesn't really love me. But no, the person really loves you. It's just they need to, you know, get back to making money, get back to, the outside world, because there's an inside world where you guys are in your space, and then there's the outside world. So
So I'm really enjoying the show. I can't actually wait for next week, guys. Well, guys, thanks for joining us today for another recap and review of Toya and Reginae. Don't forget to like and comment on our videos, guys. The more you like, the more you recommend our videos. If you have any question or any thought, you can put it on the comment section. I would reply those comments. And don't forget to click on the subscription button down below, guys, and subscribe. The red button, click on it and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more things. And you can also join our membership and send us super stickers, super thanks. We'll see you guys
all right, bye.
tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye bye.